We have the Eagles and the Cowboys. Jalen Hurts, he has a shoulder sprain. There's a good chance he probably won't play in this game. And honestly, if I was Nick Sirianni, I would just have him sit out. You already have the playoffs clinched. You still have a decent lead in the first overall
First seed.
first seed, home field advantage. And you can afford to lose this game potentially. Plus, you have Gardner Minshew at the helm, and Gardner Minshew is a fine quarterback. Right now, the Cowboys are favored at 4.5 at home. And I really don't. This really comes down to how does Gardner Minshew play? When he played last year, he got the win, and I think that that's definitely a possibility in this game. I'm going to go with where I think it will go, which I think is the Cowboys winning this game. I think the Cowboys will ultimately win. It'll be a close game. I think Gardner Minshew will play well. But will he play well enough? I don't know. Cowboys defense is no joke. I think he'll probably make at least one mistake. So Eagles kind of played a little sloppy last week. I think they're due for one more loss. So give me the Cowboys to win this game. I like them winning. I'm going to say 21-14.
Yeah. I was gonna ride with I think the Cowboys are gonna beat the Eagles and they'll split going into the playoffs. And after Micah Parsons started talking crazy on a podcast about his division rival, if there's one team you don't want to piss off, it's probably Philadelphia. Because
I didn't hear about this.
Micah Parsons came out and he's basically like, I don't know, is Jalen Hurts the MVP or is it the team? We don't know. And it's just like, as true as that may be, you shouldn't say that, especially when you're going up against Jacksonville and you have to focus on stopping Trevor Lawrence. And if you haven't noticed, Micah Parsons has been very quiet the past few weeks. He was right there with Nick Bosa. They're battling for Defensive Player of the Year. And then all of a sudden, Micah Parsons just went 0 dark 30, disappeared. He hasn't really been making big plays and flashing on your screen. He comes out and he's like, yeah, well, I don't know. Is it the team or is it Jalen Hurts? I don't like that. And that shows me this Cowboys mentality, this team. I don't like Mike McCarthy. And I feel like people still forget that he's their head coach, but you can't win a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy unless your quarterback is Aaron Rodgers and you also have Greg Jennings, James Jones, and Jordy Nelson.
And HaHa Clinton Dix.
And HaHa Clinton Dix. Clay Matthews in his prime. I'm pretty sure you had Charles Woodson on that team.
You did.
You had a bunch of ballers on that team. Mike McCarthy was handed a Super Bowl winning team in Dallas. And then Dak Prescott is leading the league in picks. You want to talk about their guy? How about your guy being one of the most inefficient quarterbacks in the league when it comes to touchdown to interception ratio? 9 since he's come back off the interception. He's probably he's the only playoff quarterback leading the league in interceptions. I don't count Matt Ryan and Davis Mills. So he's basically leading the league in picks. And then the Eagles, if I'm the Eagles, I'm just like, wait a minute. They were talking crap about our guys. I don't even care if Jalen Hurts is playing. Just because you talk smack about my quarterback, we're better than you. You guys have trouble stopping the run. Gardner Minshew's not a bad quarterback. And Dak's been turning the ball over. We can go into Jerry World and win, especially because the Cowboys have been puffing their chest out. So yes, the Eagles are going to go into Jerry World, beat the Cowboys with Gardner Minshew. I don't care if Jalen Hurts is playing. I don't care if Gardner Minshew's playing. All I care about is Dak Prescott versus Philadelphia's defense. And oh yeah, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Trayvon Diggs can only guard one of them. And then, oh yeah, you still have Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, all those boys. So it's like, no. The matchup between the Cowboys and the Eagles, people want to say, like, oh, it's a toss-up. No, it's not. The Eagles are better at stopping the run. They're better at the pass defense. They brought in Ndamukong Suh. A lot of people forget that. And then they have a better offensive line. They have a better head coach. And they're just a better team. And they have a better mentality going into this game. And I feel like if they lose, it's because they don't want to give up too much information. But I feel like as soon as the Cowboys won or lost, if they had beat the Jaguars and the Eagles had lost to the Bears, then they would be playing for the division. Now that they're not, that's why it came out that Jalen Hurts isn't playing. If it's a must-win game, I feel like Jalen Hurts plays. But since it isn't, I feel like he's not. And I feel like they're like, oh, yeah, we'll beat you with Gardner Minshew. And it's going to be hilarious because Cowboys fans are like, oh, my God, what happened?